Hey guys, I am trying out dual streaming for the first time on Instagram and Facebook Live, so we shall see how this goes. But a question that I get asked a lot is, what if I don't like the smell of an oil? Well, actually, it could be bringing up an emotional component. So I wanted to dive into that and talk to you a little bit about what to do and how to support yourself. So first of all, I really love this book, Emotions and Essential Oils. You can snag this from ShareOils.com. It's also on Kindle. So I really like having this as a resource to use, especially on Kindle on your phone. But I was really nervous when I first came to the world of essential oils because I'm so sensitive to a lot of things, especially just like walking down a cleaning aisle would make me really sick and I would get really bad headaches and migraines. It's very different when you have a therapeutic grade essential oil. So actually none of the essential oils did I ever have that response with, because again, difference in synthetic fragrance versus a therapeutic grade oil, except for Vetiver. So Vetiver was my first experience with an essential oil that I just did not feel good at all. And when I first smelled it, I actually got a headache, and it was so much that I thought, okay, I'm just going to call doTERRA and return this oil. And it was a friend of mine that said, well, did you look up the emotional component of what Vetiver is? And when I looked it up, I was shocked to find that it's the oil of centering and descent. So it helps you to feel centered and grounded and present emotionally. And what was really interesting was I was going through a really challenging time in my life where I had just gone through 4 surgeries related to a desmoid tumor and then was having more surgeries for adult hip dysplasia, and I felt very not grounded, very not centered, and it really surprised me. So if there is an oil that you really don't like the smell of, it is probably bringing up that emotional component for you. What you can do is actually heavily dilute it. So start with a 10 ml roller. I love the rollers from the Root Petal. Put a drop or 2 of that oil in there and then just roll it to the bottoms of your feet nightly and put socks on so that you don't even have to smell it. But it's giving your body a small exposure to it. Do that for 1 week and then go back and smell it again, and it's going to smell completely different. I cannot tell you how many times people are like, wow, I actually like the smell of it now, just that little exposure. So there's a tip for you if there's an oil that you really don't like. Again, go to the book. I cannot tell you how many times it has resonated. I have people who are new to oils and they'll message me or text me and say, hey Laura, I really don't like this oil. And I'll go to the book, snapshot what it says, and they're blown away. I actually had a girl who told me, I have tears welling up in my eyes. Laura, you touched on the one area in my life that I really struggle with. And that came about. Again, it's that really interesting thing, the science of smelling that scent, and it goes up into the olfactory system and it affects our limbic system and where our memories are stored, and it can bring up an emotional thing whether we realize that or not. It could be subconscious. So something to keep in mind along your oil journey. I've had so many incredible things that have come up with this. Another tip for you is you can get this with a little emotions wheel. And this is really cool because if you're having a negative emotion, you can look at it and use an oil to support you to get out of that. Or there's a positive emotion side. So if you want to feel a positive emotion, you can use that and use this as a guide, and it's really powerful. Another book that I really love is the I Am Fabulous book. It's amazing, lots of great blends in here for emotional support. Again, I came to essential oils for physical support and it worked really well, but it's actually become the emotional piece and the emotional support that I use my oils with all the time. So I encourage you, play. Look at your oils. If there's one that just intuitively jumps out at you, and I do this every day, go for it, diffuse that oil and look it up in the book, and you may be shocked. It's so funny. I'll be like, that's why I was drawn to that oil today. That's why I needed that oil. So it's a very powerful thing. Very interesting thing. And then 2 other resources for you that I really love is the Louise Hay Heal Your Body. This book is so good, guys. So again, if you're having physical symptoms in the body, look it up in this book and see if that emotional piece resonates with you. Use your oils to help you. That is so important. Oh, Tina, I'm so glad that you're liking the advice. Sandalwood is the oil of dislike. Oh, that's the one that you don't like. Oh, interesting. Yeah, sandalwood's a really great oil. So we'll have to see here, Tina, really quick on live. We'll look up what sandalwood is and see if it resonates with you. But this is so interesting. So sandalwood's actually the oil of sacred devotion. and it helps assist with prayer, meditation, and spiritual worship. So if you're feeling disconnected from your spiritual self or from God, or feeling emptiness, or you're overthinking things, or maybe feeling more materialistic, sandalwood comes in and helps you with feeling humble and bringing some spiritual clarity and some surrender. Yeah, Tina, yeah, absolutely. Oh, hey, hello, beautiful to you. It's good to see you guys pop on. So this book, really, really good. Oh, so Tina's already saying that resonates with her. See, guys, it's very, very interesting. Can't explain it, but this is the intuitive emotional piece of the oils that I love. That is so fun. And this book is great. This is kind of the Cliff Notes version. The other book that I really like, this is the big book, see, is The Healing's Question Guide. And this is by Wendy Jensen, if you guys can see that okay. And this goes into even more detail. It actually has several more physical things. It goes into right side, left side, all of the specifics with that. So use your resources, look those up. Those two books are amazing, amazing, and very, very helpful to have. Again, I cannot tell you how many times this has really resonated with so many of my oilers, even my private health coaching clients. I always want to see if there's an emotional piece connected to that, because we're mind, body, soul people. Tina, you're watching me from Rome, Italy. That's amazing. Enjoy Italy. Oh my gosh, very cool. And then one oil that I really wanted to touch on, because I think it's so beautiful, one of my favorite oils, is Helichrysum. So Helichrysum is a very powerful oil. We often call it liquid stitches. I like to call it the Phoenix Tears oil if you're a Harry Potter fan like me. But it helps if you have bleeding, and it's emotionally the oil for pain. So that is kind of cool too, because it's a healer of pain, and the book even describes it as aiding the walking wounded, which I thought was so beautiful. So difficult life circumstances, trauma, anything like that. And I actually just keep it in a roller all the time, 10 drops in my Root Petal roller, top with your carrier oil, and then roll over the heart, because that's a really good soul spot place. Again, for emotions and essential oils, you could do behind the ear, over the wrists, over the heart is one of my favorite places, but also even along the forearm, because we have lots of veins there, even in the elbow crease. You can apply your oils there, and it allows for quick absorption and is very helpful. Okay, Lindsay's asking for neck pain. Yes, let's look that up really quick. This is kind of fun to interact with you guys live and see if it resonates with you at all. And I hope you guys are having a good afternoon. So we will check this out here. This is my kind of Cliff Note version, and then we go to the big one. But for neck pain, it's saying it represents flexibility, the ability to see what's back there. And so neck problems, it's saying refusing to see other sides of a question, stubbornness, or inflexibility. And the affirmation that actually goes with this, and I love that this book comes with affirmations, it is with flexibility and ease that I see all sides of an issue. There are endless ways of doing things, and seeing things I am safe. So I thought that was really beautiful too, and kind of fun to interact. Oh, good. So Ashley's looking it up now. She's been having lots of pain on the right side of her body. Oh, thanks for watching from Canada, Ashley. I hope you get to feeling better really soon. Yeah, look it up. Use your oils, guys. And if you're using oils for physical support, and if you're not getting benefit, just switch to a different oil. So if you're just going with the physical, and again with neck pain, head or neck tension, I would do deep blue rub, past tense. But if that's not working, go to your emotions book, use the emotional piece, and it's mind-blowing. It's very, very cool. So Lindsay says that's totally on point with what's going on. It's crazy. It's crazy how many times I will look it up in the book, and it'll be so interesting. It's really, really fascinating. Oh, Tina didn't know about the elbow crease. Yeah, elbow crease is actually a really interesting point in Chinese medicine where you can apply, and it's for the heart and lung meridian, which is often associated with grief too. So that's another good way to support yourself and help with that. Oh yeah, Ashley says it's on point too. It's my pleasure, guys. Happy to help. But I thought I would jump on because lately I've been getting a lot of texts from people who were saying, I really don't like the smell of this oil. And I thought, okay, let's look it up in the book, and it resonates. So if you're really not liking the smell of an oil, or maybe you're even having a physical response to an oil, like I did with severe head tension when I smelled Vetiver for the first time, don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. Dig a little bit deeper, see if there's something going on so that we can heal it. And the book describes it really beautifully in that if we were to pull weeds out of our garden, right? If the soil's really dry, it's hard to do that and pull that weed out completely. by the root. But if we water that soil and has that water in there and it's wet, it's much easier to pull that weed out completely. And that's what the oils allow for us to do, which is really, really powerful. So they don't do the emotional work for us, but they do come in to support us while we process through with whatever that looks like, really feeling our feelings, journaling, prayer, meditation, all of those pieces that are so, so important. And it provides that platform to just allow us to feel that, whether that is a conscious or subconscious thing. I'm reading a really great book right now called The Untethered Soul, and it's talking all about being open, leaving your heart open, feeling your feelings, allowing things to go through. Otherwise, that situation that may have felt yucky or something, it almost becomes like a trauma and it's trapped in the body. So we have to do the work and work through that so that it's not coming up. And our oils help us with that. And again, I came to the world of essential oils for the physical support. It's actually become the emotional piece, the emotional support that I use them with every single day. And it's nice to have a tool with that, right? Because if we've got an emotional issue going on, sometimes there's not a lot of things that come to people's minds to do, but we can oil up, we can journal. EFT is another awesome tool to help you process emotional things. So you can even YouTube, Brad Yates is my favorite. So that's the emotional freedom technique where you actually do tapping on meridian points. And I actually teach my private health coaching clients how to do that. And that can be really powerful tool too, to use in your toolbox. It's about having tools. Oh, Lindsay, thank you so much. Yeah, this shirt is actually from Alex with Essential Oil Style. Love her. She has really fun shirts. And you can actually use my coupon code Dr. Laura 10 and get 10% off anything in her shop. I love her stuff. She's so much fun. Yeah, definitely check out the books, guys. So I hope you guys found this helpful. It was something that was on my heart and something that was coming up a lot. And especially if I get several messages about the same topic, that lets me know that I need to jump in and talk to you guys and teach, because there may be other people that had the same questions or concerns as well. So if you're just popping on, catch the replay. I hope you guys have a great weekend, and I hope you found this helpful, because you know what? Our emotional health, it's just as important as physical health. We got to look at the whole body. We're mind, body, soul beings, right? Have a great day, guys. Bye.